All right. What up, what up, what up? Adjust this here so that way we have um microphone in front of me and welcome. Welcome. Tonight we're gonna be playing some modern. We're gonna be playing some Indomitable creativity, courtesy of Spider Space, well-known Magic player. Recently had a lot of success with this list. Been a list that I'm somewhat familiar with. I'm no stranger to cheating big creatures in play. But this one in particular, he has been repeating success with time and time again. And it always speaks volumes when someone is able to, recreate success time and time again, because it kind of it exposes something in the metagame, you know what I mean? It goes to show that, well, obviously the pilot is a very good player, but also that the deck definitely has some room to make some waves in the format. So that's good. And Modern is obviously kind of wide open, right? I mean, it's a format where obviously a select few decks reign supreme. But no deck seems to be able to consistently win. So it's interesting to see this list, and let me drag it up a little bit. I have not changed this. This is the stock list. I haven't adjusted or anything like that. I did play through one league. I went 4-1. I lost to Grinding Breach. Not a deck that was really on my radar. Grinding Breach still kind of exists here and there, but it's not really like super popular right now. It is a deck that I kind of hold near and dear to my heart just because I love it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, this deck was very good. I even admittedly misplayed quite a bit with this deck, and I still won. That was good. So let's see if we can take it to a 5-0. I'm not gonna like talk your guys' head off about this. I do want to talk about the upcoming BNR. I figured I would give it a little bit before I dove into that. So we'll wait, I guess, until a little bit later in the evening, and allow me to adjust my windows here. I'm sure I'll have to do it again. But yeah, after a little bit, we'll start talking about that, because I'm sure, people have a lot to say about it. I've seen quite a bit of discussions already happening about it. Obviously a lot of people calling for the banning of Luris in Modern, and among other things, like probably Legacy too, right? I'll be the first to admit I'm not a Legacy player. I do play Legacy from time to time when there's an upcoming event, but I really only know how to play like Hogak decks, a little bit of Delver, and like Dark Depths, and I guess Reanimator too. But so I don't know how Luris is affecting Legacy. I feel like Ragavan is probably a bigger impact to Legacy right now. I don't know. Obviously, I don't really think Monkey needs to be banned in Modern personally. That's just my personal take on it. I could be swayed, I guess, but I feel like the existence of Ragavan is simply causing people to run main deck removal. And that to me is not inherently a bad thing. I think that's typically good for make people have to interact, you know what I mean? Alright, we're gonna be on the play. Obviously mulligan this one. And this one we can probably keep.
I'm the king, everything that I say hot.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
Let's
Go
ride.
for tapped land here and pass the turn back.
Let's ride.
I'm glad these songs that I don't like are coming first. Alright. I will say,
Round
I have my own personal opinions about what I think should be banned. And I guess I'll save that for like later on in this. But I definitely want the companion mechanic. And I'll probably repeat this a little bit. But I definitely want the companion mechanic itself banned from constructed play. That's kind of my take on it. We're gonna get a green source here. Green and red. We'll just ice tap down the swamp. I don't know what my opponent's playing, obviously. Basic swamp doesn't really tell me anything. Another fire and ice. That's good. I feel like we had some pretty clear lines here. Nothing too complicated to kick things off. Fatal push is awkward. I suppose the correct thing to do in our next line, provided everything lines up, is to play around fatal push. That's been one of my mistakes that I've made with this deck, being too aggressive with the combo. Now obviously it depends on how our opponent taps. Not a bad draw. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ban Blizz Brawl, Auron, me, and all white, and a greater than 4 mana. I feel like that's kind of aggressive there, Kyle. It feels like that's coming from an emotional place. I don't know if that's coming from a place of logic. Are we talking about in standard? Is that what you're? I know you play a lot of standard, right? Okay, I have no idea. We didn't really get to see what our opponent's playing. But we did see Termagoyf and like some Dirtily cards. So I'm gonna assume these Veil of Summers are fine. I need Gabe in here to tell me how to sideboard, because like I kind of know like roughly how to sideboard, but I don't really. Honestly, I cut remands a lot because I'm just copping out. It's hard to like justify cutting combo pieces in a combo deck. Our opponent was playing like a blue-based Jund deck, sorry, not blue-based Jund. They were playing like a blue-based Termagoyf deck. Yeah, just kind of joshing. Yeah, I know, I got you. No, trust me, you're more than welcome to josh in this. I don't think they were playing Urza Saga. So provided everything we saw, I don't really think I can justify boarding in too much. I'm also curious, like, when you bring in the Emrakul, right? Like, when is Emrakul to bring in? I think I've boarded her in once. I'm just gonna go with this. I'm not gonna do anything else, I think. I mean, maybe Jace, but the thing about Jace is kind of imperative, because you need Jace to shuffle back in, or not shuffle back in, but like you need Jace to put the Archons back in your deck sometimes. And in a mid-range matchup, Jace can just be good, right? Can just be good for finding the combo. But yeah, I don't know, Josh, like, or Kyle, sorry. Kyle, I don't know, like, the thing is, like, I don't know enough about Standard anymore to like really justify like any bans, you know? It's been a long time since I've really played Standard, so like it's hard for me to say. I was thinking of, when I said Josh, like Joshua Dukes is somebody that comes in the stream a lot, and I was like thinking like oh yeah, wait a second, not Josh. I'm talking about Josh. Yeah, I figured they were running Thoughtseize. Obviously, they're playing black and Tarmogoyf. I'm assuming Renin 6 is the hit here. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a good draw. We'll just get the, well, it depends. I feel like I'm going to get Thoughtseized again, or at the very least, Inquisitioned. They might just slam Tarmogoyf here, though. It would be like a 3-4, right? No. Oh, okay. All right, well. Obviously, we want to play around. All right. Ren did his job. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, in terms of, I can only speak from a place of like Pioneer and Modern, right? Those are the formats that I've played the most. Pioneer, I think Pioneer is perfectly fine the way it is. I love Pioneer. I think Pioneer is I think most people would agree Pioneer is probably one of the healthiest formats in Magic. I hear Pauper's doing pretty good too right now after the recent ban. Each player discards a card. Not. I mean, I don't know. I can just discard Arid Maze. I suppose I could minus too. If I'm minus, like, I plan on balancing this with T3. Who's your favorite Planeswalker? Mine's Narset of the Ancients and Obnixilis. Yeah, I remember you saying Obnixilis, like 5 mana Obnixilis. My favorite Planeswalker times now. It might actually hit Renin. Yeah, they'll hit Renin 6 here actually. We back with a couple of tokens. Give them a 7. I'll attack with 1. It's an awkward game. I mean, I still feel like I'm gonna win, but like they are like a couple of draws away from maybe recovering. Drew 3 Veil of Summers. That's good. If they kill a token with a removal spell, I'm not really worried about it. Alright. Say I needed another one of those. Why don't we just... Jesus. All right, we're changing plans. If we can't draw Indomitable Creativity, then we'll just win another way. I mean, I know we drew 2. I'm definitely not bitching about the fact that I haven't drawn any more. Okay, sure. Got news for you. I'm just gonna mine it. They're like they have lethal. Oh, they have lethal next. All right. Yep. Yep. Alright, so we win. We win in the weirdest way possible. Not the way I anticipated winning. But we did it. Been playing red, black, splash, white, vampire, and standard. About putting together blue, black zombies. Down with some tribal decks. Not 0-1, we were 1-0. Is vampires like a deck in standard? I would assume it is, given the overwhelming amount of support that they gave vampires in Innistrad and Val. I've definitely drafted fuck out of some vampires. These are like, I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing these lists for a while though. There's got to be something else, right? But like, what is this? This is just zombies though, right? So you're saying like you were thinking about flashing like blue, essentially, or playing blue. I'll have the ads. Out of curiosity, like what are you going blue for? I mean, I know there's like Demir zombies. There's also there's some pretty cool cards that support that archetype in blue-black. I've seen red-black vampires in Pioneer, like great effect. I haven't had trouble with the matchup personally. I think it's pretty linear, but that being said, like it's a very good deck. Like it's doing pretty good things in the metagame. This is such a weird hand. It's got my combo in it. It's got a Ren and 6. My opponent didn't reveal Luris. Isn't it weird how like you gain no information off of an opponent revealing Luris? None whatsoever. It's like I mean, it tells you in a roundabout way like what they're playing, but it really doesn't tell you all at the same time. Okay, they're playing auras. Alright, well they're going to draw some cards, but we do have our combo loaded up. I want to tweak the black with blue card draw and big spell zombies more consistent at like the last technique. I did like that that archetype. That was more of like a control deck though. I would have to see a list, Kyle. If you have a list, I would definitely be interested in seeing it. We have our combo already loaded up. You know what I mean? Like, we just need to get to the next turn. Fire kills one of these. But which one's the right one to kill? I could also play Tef and bounce, but I feel like that's like kind of worse. Which one do we kill? Sanctum Weaver allows them to cast more cards, but this draws them cards. And it would make, if I kill this, then Sanctum Weaver taps for less mana. So I think it's the that guy. Yeah, I figured there was a probability that they no list yet. Oh no, it's all good, man. I understand. Oh boy, they play Blood Moon. Fuck. Had I known that they were playing Blood Moon, I 100% would have fetched for a blue source. That way I could bounce it with Teferi. So now I have to let's didn't know they played that. Okay. That's rough. We have a white source. That's decent. Can at the very least remove one of these cards. I probably should have known better with them fetching basics and stuff. Obviously, they're playing deck. They've locked us out of destroying their enchantment. This is virtually a dead card. I mean, we're not 100% dead. We can still draw our blue source, and we can still make tokens once we do that. God, this is a totally different game if I, like, actually understand. Oh, yeah, Jadar is really yeah. Yeah, let's just go to the next game. This is just me being ignorant about their deck and what it does. I mean, I don't know. There are certain decks that I just don't really think about very much, and I I hate to say it, but like the Aura's deck is decks I don't really think about it. Not really ever relevant. Right there, just keep pick. So we obviously bring in Wear Tears. It's just a free removal spell. Fire and Ice is okay. It's not amazing. I think Thoughtseize in a matchup like this is pretty decent. What do we cut? What's the cut here? Probably cut a Jace. Maybe? I don't know. It's double blue. It's kind of hard to cast. We don't have a blue source. We can't cast Jace ever. But we need at least one of them. I like Remand. I like Teferi, obviously. There's a chance we don't need the Thoughtseizes, but I'm not sure. Emrakul might be actually pretty good here as a potential hit. I like Fire and Ice because it can kill some of their enchantment guys. But it's not 100% necessary. Prismatic Ending is nice because it hits like everything. I don't know, maybe I'm overestimating this Thoughtseize. Or do you cut an Archon of Cruelty when you Emrakul? Fuck it. We'll leave the Emrakul out. We don't necessarily need it. Yeah, that's good. Honestly, as long as I have an island, I'm good. Now we know better. Hand's not really doing much but dirtling, but I mean, it's not bad. Let's see, they'll have 3 take the Greater Armament. No, I'm totally exposed to Blood Moon. We all knew that wasn't. Can't quite hold up to Fairy and Man, so I guess we just pass it on back.
Hearts stood still when we first met. I thought we'd be together, yet you're using me for your own game, and now I'll never feel the same. Fly away now, fly away now, fly away. Fly away now, fly away now,
Unfortunately, I can't play Teferi and Prismatic in the same turn. Because I'm not fixed for white mana in that regard. So the Blood Moon doesn't really scare me all too much. I mean, they are going to be able to cast Enchantress's Presence and draw them a card off of it. I'm just trying to think of my sequence here. So if I play T3, plus, I mean, yeah. So we go 1, 2. We could just exile the Blood Moon and get it out of here. Like bounce the Sterling Grove, exile the Blood Moon, or we can just. I don't mind getting rid of the Sterling Grove and then Thought Seizing off of Ren and 6. Oh, cool. We drew a Thoughtseize. Fuck is this? Oh yeah, 2 Blood Moons. That's cute. All right. The ultimate Ren. Like, we can hold up remand. Can't quite thought seize them yet. I could prismatic ending this Enchantress's presence. Get it off the battlefield. I wish I had an untapped black sword. That's my blood. So yeah, let's do this. Unfortunately, they're gonna draw the Enchantress's presence, which is kind of annoying. Pitch, pitch a I really want to draw an Indomitable Creativity. Super. Give it to me one. God damn. All right, that stops the card draw. Probably should do.
You are now listening to Makarosu 8299.
Actually, just gonna play Ren. I'm gonna plus targeting Triome, I don't know. Get this engine going. It's a really tedious game. I'm basically just searching for an Indomitable Creativity and they're basically just waiting to die. 3, 4, 5. They can just replay it and play blood, right? That's fine. They draw less cards this way. Tell you how much that matters at this stage of the game. I literally just need an Indomitable Creativity and we win outright. Amazing. Don't know how I will beat this. dude. A few lines I could go for here. I guess I should start with this one. Get an extra card. Okay. Literally doesn't change anything. Do I go for Thoughtseize here? I don't think so. Hard to justify. This is such a crazy game because I literally have just needed to draw Indomitable Creativity at any time, and all 4 of them are like in the bottom 30 cards of my deck. I feel like I'm digging pretty deep, but I don't know. I should have did this beforehand. I didn't think about it. This is kind of a misplay on my part. I didn't tap for extra mana. That's something. It might have the Shroud combo. That would be kind of annoying.
Is going down through the entire town, wreaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all.
Yeah, let's say I wouldn't want to attack. Don't know what crazy fucking tricks I got up my sleeve. This with Jay. I honestly should have did this. How much?
I'm finally changing status quo, but not in letting go. Now the world is being torn apart. A terrible catastrophe, played by a symphony. What a terrifying work of art. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all.
Fucking up. Happen. I don't know. Do we want Jace or do we want Teferi. Depends on what we want to do. I'm just gonna play Teferi. I don't have a ton of time, so I need to like actually urgency here. This needs to. That's fine. That can go. Just play. I hate hard casting. I don't want to hard cast that. Let's do this, and then oh god. Gotta be these. Card. I just doesn't. It literally doesn't. This has been such an awkward game because of my draws. I hate it. How many blood moons? 3. Okay, there's Sterling Grove. Have their. I'm fairly positive there is an Indomitable Creativity in the top few cards of my deck. So if we can just 0 Jace, then we should win. Nope. Point, I don't care. 0 Jace. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm probably gonna lose on time, honestly, which sucks. still what, solitary confinement on thin ice, and we have an answer for all of that stuff. They're gonna enchant just presence. Have to. Wait. Oh. Why we need I can't really do anything. Huh? Except for like thought seize them. This is really annoying. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Basically just have to keep like yeah, I mean they're just gonna keep drawing cards off of that thing. Yeah, I can definitely see bringing in Emrakul if it comes down to it, then that might just be like what I do next turn. Oh great, now the Thoughtseize plan is dead. Yeah, I almost brought in Emrakul too. Almost. Best I can do is like keep remanding them and like ultimate Jace basically. But like I'm probably gonna run out of time, unfortunately, because they've like done a good job of like stalling the game. To no fault of their own. I mean, they're not dead by any means. What is the... Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I just think like my ignorance of that deck and my complete lack of respect for it caused me to lose that game. because like it's not a good deck. I mean, it's okay. It suffices as like a tier 2.5 deck. But like, because I just didn't know that they played main deck Blood Moon, but also like, I don't know. Like game 2 was just kind of a grueling one, but I feel like there were many ways I could have probably won, but game 1 definitely should have been ours if I was like more savvy of the matchup. Anyway, be right back, guys. Let me go use the bathroom real quick.
'Purple hat, cheetah print, dancing on the people, rolled up at the after joint, dancing on the people, dancing on the people. I got people on the people, dancing on the people, with the people on the people, smoking CO2, see me, see you.
We lost to the enchantment stack. Oh boy. I mean, that deck's cool and all. Like, I mean, it's sort of like it's playing a strategy that people have tried to do for a long time. It's not good. I mean, it probably had its moment in the sun. But just it gets hosed by a lot of stuff. Like playing a bunch of enchantments really slowly isn't exactly like a winning strategy in Modern. But it will beat dirtily decks for sure. And people who don't really know what you're playing. This is a Lurus deck. I could be playing Hammer. It's just a little too awkward. Got an Archon in it. I don't know. I don't like it. This is more my speed, I think. Toss back. I could honestly see tossing back a land here. I know that might seem crazy, but we have double remand. Red. Goblin Guide. So probably burn. Thank you.
Everybody in the booth can tell myself apart from you. Now that we're dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing.
Sure, we just straight up win this matchup. We're probably gonna cast. Remand next turn. So we'll just flip the planes. This Prismari command can go like deal 2 damage, make tokens. Something to that effect. Not the best for me.
People on the people, people dancing on the people with the people on the.
Do we want a Prismari command or do we want a Prismatic ending? I like Prismatic ending because we can hold up remand. Or, yeah, Prismatic ending. Do have to get moving. Yeah, we're definitely gonna fucking throw that one away. Yep, go ahead and Boros Charm me. Yeah. A bolt. Um, oh, this is a little bit. Thinking I'm gonna take. Oh, that's a big yikes. Might be in trouble. Okay. Tell me there's a chance. Tell me there's not a good chance. Eh. Alright. Blossoming Comps come in. All the slow cards, honestly. Remand I don't hate. It's not amazing. I don't feel like Remand is amazing in this matchup. Brendan 6 is even kind of like a liability to a degree. Pretty much all the Planeswalkers are. I don't mind Flusterstorm. Wear Tear is okay. It does destroy Eidolon. I think we do this. Something like that. I mean, like, still keeps in some of our Planeswalkers, but like it gives us answers. Flusterstorm obviously isn't great, but they don't play a lot of mana. So it's kind of like you're gonna counter a burn spell with Flusterstorm in most cases, which subsequently is gaining you in a roundabout way. Do I know if this is the correct sideboard plan? No. Do I think it's a decent one against burn? Sure. Especially with Blossoming Calm. The card is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This hand is not amazing, and we're gonna mulligan it. This hand, on the other hand, is also not amazing, but probably serviceable. I think, as tempting as it is to keep Renin sick, I think I'm supposed to put it away. The thing is, like, if I draw a fetch land, Renin 6 is great. You know, it's like I could see tossing away like Lightning Bolt. Either Lightning Bolt or Prismatic Ending. The only reason why I'm doing this is because we get a clue token, and if we draw a land, then it fixes us for the rest of the game. Obviously, they're going to attack, obviously. Don't even bother. I appreciate it. Playing so awkward here. Yep. Double fucking rift ball. Jesus. Christ. Okay, deck. Eat it. Build the monastery spear. Not my favorite line. I mean, if they have a perfect 7, basically, okay, they killed Crab. They have a lot of lands too, which makes Flusterstorm worse. Obviously, they can recast that. What it is. I'm happy with that exchange. Thank God, Jesus Christ. I feel like after my RNG today, I was due for this. All right, Daniel, can you tap your lands right? Can you do that? Okay. Holy fuck, dude. Forgot what it was like to draw my combo. I had to double check and make sure I was running it still. Alright, so seeing what we saw, I mean, this not only hits Eidolon, but it also hits the thing. So, like, let's just, I don't know if Jace is even worth playing, honestly. I feel like I don't have time to Jace in this matchup, but Burn kind of gets into these weird board stalls. I think I'm going to cut the Jace for cool. That way, if I like don't draw Jace, I can always Prismari command and discard my Emrakul and friends. Yep, I mean this hand has all the things. Except for like efficient removal, but Ragavan in your burn deck, okay. Burn usually play Ragavan. Cool. Goblin guy would have drawn me a card there. It would have been real cool. Puts me a turn off the combo, but it also saves me sweet life total. I feel like with the way they came out, I mean, they did miss a land drop. So we have that going for them. Oh. Hold on now. Wait. Oh, right. Yeah. I'm stupid. We have to do it this way. I think we're okay though. They might have Path, though. We do have to keep that in mind. Very possible that they could bring in Path. Alright. Two 2-1. Losing to the bad enchantment deck definitely is unfortunate. But it is what it is. The last time I played this deck, I played it earlier today, actually, before I went to work. And I also went 4-1 in that league. This hand is kind of clunky. Actually, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's just like we don't have Hollowed Fountain, so Prismatic Ending and Fire and Ice is kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. This might 100% be a keep. We like lead on Dwarven Mine. I don't know. I'll mulligan to something better than that's a hand. We can even play around like counter spell or something next turn if they just pass with mana open. Yeah. They might have a little Fire and Ice action of their own. Yeah, Fire and Ice. Actually, Spell Piercer, which is kind of cute. I don't know if it's worth. Probably not. Wonder what they're on. A lot of decks that play Fire and Ice in this format now. I don't think it's the Mirror. Oh, it's Rhinos. Glad I saved that Spell Pierce. To come in clutch here. Spell Pierce. Let's go. Never saw it coming. Could shock and just Prismari command. I don't hate that. Pretty sure Footfalls just play like Rhinos just plays if they do, they play a counter spell, they just play like Force of Negation or something. I have a feeling this Blood Crypt is causing some mighty confusion over there. Although they might at this point now. Might know it. They might have main deck Endurance. Suppose I could have cast the Jace there. I just want to get a feel for like what's in their hand, honestly. Yeah, here comes Endurance. Didn't know what they tap before combat. We'll decide how I want to do this Fire and Ice. Hard cast Force of Negation. You know, at least it wasn't on an Indomitable creative. That does kind of hurt. At this point, Renin 6 is not really doing it. I'm content with him taking some of the beating.
Round 1. Round 2.
Probably should have fetched first. I don't know. Yeah.
Bonus round.
Yeah, this is an awkward game. I don't know. They haven't done the Rhinos thing yet, so like fine in that regard. But
Game over.
you know, on Renin 6.
Pre-show with a bag full of pre-rolls, no fit in a crowd full of freak hoes. Feel brave as I walk to the stage and I tell them
Now they have to cast Brazen Borrower right now. Makes it awkward. Okay, they're just gonna force the negation or something. That's just kind of annoying. So, force of negation. They're just stacked with force of negations over there. Alright. So they're trying to go for lethal. Turn.
Big bag when I walked in. I been making plays, nigga, top 10. I'm feeling like Cisco on the thong song. When I vibed out to the violin. Yo, you better work that. Gon' bust a nigga down, make it jerk back. Said I told my dentist I'm relentless. I've been flossing
All I
from the side
need.
to back. Flossing. D nigga mad when I walk in.
I'm gonna assume this means they have like some type of burn spell, and they're not just aware of the line.
I wanna see how far you make it go. And if you're gonna sexy walk, please don't forget to stick it out and bend your toe.
I'm gonna assume they have like a fire. Yeah, we're very close. The draws tonight have not been good, guys. I mean, I don't know. kind of rough. There's a number of cards I feel like are good against them. Veil of Summer definitely being among them. I feel like Jace is decent. I definitely want to bring in like Buster Storms though. And they are not above bringing in Blood Moon. This is a deck that can run Blood Moon. I am gonna cut the Prismatics. Could see cutting Fire and Ices. It doesn't really do a ton. It just kind of cycles and draws me a card. I could see running like Wear and Tear. I mean, we have T3 as well, which is very good against them. And we also have Counter Magic, so I'm not going to go overboard on this. Hand's kind of weird. This hand... Hey man, I feel like we're falling into the same trap as before. At least this hand has T3. 3 mans. I've been one. Give us the most options. But if they decide to play a slow game with me and like not really commit anything to the board and just like kind of are content with the draw go, like I might be in trouble. Or I could just draw a fetch land here. God damn. Of course. My deck tonight has not been like it. I played it through one league, and I gotta tell you guys, it was phenomenal off stream. I mean, it was great. I'm really happy if they Fire and Ice me. My upkeep. Because that just means I get to draw a card. I could. I think I'm gonna wait on the Thoughtseize. I don't know. I could Thoughtseize. Probably should.
Rider, bust you need it, I'll bleed it. Geeking off a perkin', bitch, I'm feeling like a demon. Bitch, I came in, drifting on the pavement. Pass me the hot in my white tee. Shorty wanna bite me, she excite me. Shorty Aphrodite, hot stepping lightly, fucking with a Pisces. Give me top, I can never really rock. Hot, hot, really dark, with your bitch, I really talk. Hot, hot.
Surprised they never, yeah, I was gonna say, surprised they never did that before. You're another land. Assume they're going to one upkeep. Tap down a land. Oh. I probably should have waited to plus. Okay. So far, we're doing a lot of damage control.
These niggas sound like cats, sound like cat. I'm a soldier, damn I thought I told you. Shooting like a soldier, like I'm from that north. All these niggas, oh.
Okay. A lot of lands. They can kill the Jace this turn, but I mean, I had to play it. Like, there's nothing else. Yeah. How many turns do they have left on that thing? 2? Going at Ren 6, going at Jace. So, block the. Been alive. I don't know, guys. No. Well, that's cool and all, but they have that. That's minus here. Basically just need more tokens. We have to play around we have to play around Fire Knight. Okay. Still having to play around Fire and Ice. Now we're, I mean, I don't know. We've just been drawing like, and after like get the Triome, I suppose. Hit a Skull Barn. Seven, 9, so I actually have to block something terrible. I'm actually exactly dead. I suppose I could. What's the play? I think I'm just dead, like dead to rights. I mean, I could do this and look for another to bury and bounce. I mean, that's like my best option. But even then, I'm at a virtual. I ain't still dead. Like, weird. There's just no draw that gets me out of that, unfortunately. Just missing combo pieces for that long into a game is not going to suffice for any combo deck. Sometimes you play combo and you just never draw your key cards, no matter how many cards you go through. And that's just the pitfall of playing combo decks, honestly. Sometimes, like, it's just humming and singing and you're just like really you're getting there consistently and you're like, how could this deck ever lose? And then other times you're just like, I don't even know if I play a combo anymore. It's unfortunate that this kind of stuff happens on stream because, like I said, I was playing this deck earlier today and it was going very well, honestly. Like, I 4-1'd a league. I barely lost to Grinding Breach combo. Otherwise, it would have been another trophy. And I felt like, honestly, the deck was performing very well. And this isn't like a slam against the deck or anything like that. I just think, quite frankly, and I don't use this excuse very often, I just think I'm drawing poorly. My hands have been relatively awkward. Like, this is not really a hand that I'm super comfortable keeping, mainly because the Archon. I'll keep this one. Bottom that. Island. I'm just playing Yorion. Monkey. You can block Monkey. And kill it, apparently. I don't know what deck plays. This might be Omnath Company. It's like that deck that Canister was playing. They just probably copied Canister, like, verbatim. I mean, why even attack? You know I'm gonna block. Why are we doing it? They're gonna bounce my crab, probably. What did I do about that? Could tap down the Ragavan, or I could just kill it.
You are now listening to Makarosu 8299.
Six cards in hand. This deck runs a lot of stuff, like a lot of just good cards. So it sort of just, I don't know, it sort of just operates on a basis of like, what's the best card I can play this turn? it's nice. Like, it's good for like people who just are just looking to kind of like cruise control a deck. 'Cause you don't really have to do a ton. I mean, the deck is just like good. There's so many good cards in it. I don't know what they're trying to tap for. Mega Man? Okay, it's
Macarosu, 82.99.
probably means they have another variant. So doesn't really hurt them that bad if that. Opponent. Learn how to tap for Teferi. You have to tap your Steam Vents for Teferi opponent. Okay, it's on now. Okay. I was gonna say, like, if you're trying to cast Teferi, it is required that you play blue mana. They may very well still play a fetch land. I have a hard time believing they're just going to cast on that pass. There it is. What other cards does this deck play besides Omnath? Let's go to the canisters list because it's obviously canisters. Go to that one. Popular decks in the metagame. Modern. The deck that won the challenge, coincidentally. Oddly similar. They play Solitude, Fury, Ragavan. So we'd have like a... Knowing my luck, I would either hit another Omnath or Solitude. Let's not show that, I guess. I'll probably just play another Teferi, honestly. Is Omnath a good card? I can't tell. Can't tell yet. If you just want to farm trophies, like if this is just your goal is to like just win, then like this is definitely a good deck to play. Not the one I'm playing. Although like this is obviously a good deck too, but like the deck my opponent's playing is really good at just farming trophies, cheese and win. I don't know why they're not putting space in their hand. It's probably due to the fact that they have a Solitude. Go. Oh, it's so annoying. Well, we're definitely bringing in Emrakul in this matchup. The problem with Omnath is that it's virtually free in Modern. Like, you just play it and like the turn it comes down, you can just fetch a land and it was free. I know it's 4 mana, but like it just does so fucking much. It's insane. After the ban and restricted announcement, that card is going to reign supreme in Modern. Speaking of the ban and restricted announcement, I suppose I said I was going to talk about it a little bit more. So like my take on the ban and restricted announcement is that, oh, why would you do that? You could just kill it. I don't know. Anyway, suppose I get to kill me faster. I think that they should ban the companion mechanic altogether. That's kind of my take on it. And I've heard a lot of different like arguments on it. But that's kind of the way I see it. I don't think companion is good for Modern. I don't think it's good for any constructed format personally. I think it's pretty poor for all of those things. And I think it was way too ambitious for them to ever create. Like, they should have just never done companion. You know what I mean? It was just too ambitious. It fundamentally changes the way Magic is played, and Magic has not been changed. Magic, since its inception, had not been changed so drastically since the creation of Planeswalker. So when I'm just gonna try to remove it. When they made companions, they basically made like a new game mechanic, and everybody thought it was cool, but like nobody realized that it fundamentally changed the game forever. You know what I mean? Like, we just didn't realize it at the time, but it's absolutely true. Like, Magic got changed forever, and they have one of two options now. They can continue to print new companions, and basically break every fucking format every time they print new companions. Or they can stop printing companions and just ban Lurrus, and you just have to deal with people playing Yorion for the next millions of years. Just kidding, Magic won't be alive for that long, but you get my idea. And I heard an argument today where somebody said that, well, they should just, I like the idea of them printing more companions. They should just keep printing companions and, you know, just ban Lurrus. The problem is, like, their argument was like, well, then just don't print companions that are ban worthy. The problem with that is WotC has proven that they can't do that. You know what I mean? They can't print cards that aren't ban worthy because they don't have enough time. It's like, it all comes back to sort of like this this whole thing with like Hasbro and stuff like that. Like, they just don't have the time to print like decent cards that don't absolutely break the game. And it's just, it's kind of frustrating because, like, you know, I don't really mind companion as a concept, I guess, but the fact of the matter is, like, they're stuck now. They have to, it's just like Planeswalkers. When they came out with Planeswalkers, they didn't just say like, oh, here's a bundle of Planeswalkers. These are the only Planeswalkers that will ever be printed. In fact, they did the exact opposite of that. And now Planeswalkers are in virtually every set in Magic in droves. So not only are Planeswalkers prevalent everywhere, they are fundamentally a part of Magic. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with companions. Companions are now fundamentally part of Magic. I know this is going to get countered. Oh, wow. So yeah, I mean, I just think I don't think that companions were good for Magic. I don't think that they should have ever been printed. I think that they should have been for like Commander only or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna get countered for sure. Has to. Yeah, I think it was too much. You know what I mean? They're trying to be creative. They were trying to make like cards that were fun, but new and exciting, and like the power creep is real. And it's hard. It's hard to manage a card game, especially when you're expected to keep pumping out product, to keep pumping out, you know, secret layer after secret layer, to keep pumping out set after set. I mean, goddamn, every month there's like 5 new fucking sets of Magic. I can't keep up with that shit. Nobody can, unless you play Magic full time. So you got to think, they're pumping out so much content. There's just no time to test these cards before they get created. I guarantee you that the companions were made like the year that they were released. Like that whole concept, full circle, idea, to paper was like from start to finish done within like 6 months. And that was a huge change for Magic when you think about it. That's a huge change. It's a fundamental change with how the game is played. I don't know what my opponent is doing. They're just playing more omnaths, drawing more cards. But yeah, I don't know. I really hope that they announce. And honestly, it's the likeliest of scenarios in my mind. I don't think anybody sees that yet, but I am calling it, and I hope that they do it. I hope they ban Companion as a mechanic in constructed Magic. You can play it in limited all day, you can play it in casual formats all day, but constructed Magic, no Companion, with the exception of Commander, I guess, because I mean they should be able to beat Commander. And you can still play them in your deck. You know what I mean? Still play them in your deck. You can still play Loris in your deck. You can still play Yorion in your deck. You just have to make room for it. That's the only change that I would make. And WotC still gets to, you know, they still get to say, well, you can still use your Companion, so we don't give you your dust back on Magic Arena, which literally costs them nothing, by the way, to just give you dust. I guess it costs them hypothetical fun bucks, because if they give you more dust, you can get more packs and subsequently not buy more packs. Gives them hypothetical dollars. Or rather, gives you, the player, hypothetical dollars. My opponent's gonna time out, and I don't really feel bad for them.
Cause I can't let my guard down when I'm around you. I was feeling lost before I found you, yeah. Gambled on your love, but I wasn't proud to. Cause you were never betting on me, never put a penny on me. Cause I can't let my guard down when I'm around you. I was feeling lost before I found you, yeah, yeah. Gambled on your love, but I wasn't proud to. Cause you were never betting on me, never put a penny on me.
About fucking time. Siri? Yeah. Turn day. In the bed. Alright, what's the over-under that they drew a counter spell? They've only played once. I don't like this play, but okay. We'll just do it on our creature. I know it's gonna get counterspelled. Oh, it didn't get countered. I thought they'd have a counterspell for sure. Actually, kind of shocked. They're gonna do something. Bolt me in response. Double bolt me. Alright, well there was no playing around that, I mean. I don't know how to sideboard for this matchup, so I'm just bringing in like some of the same things that I've been bringing in, honestly. Well, no, they play Ragavan. Yeah, kind of weird. Which makes hard evidence good too. What a weird matchup. Kind of just gotta sprinkle in like a little bit of the sauce, you know what I mean? It's weird, like I value pretty much all of these cards. Bolt is like a more efficient spell and therefore playing it, but I don't know. Sideboard kind of doesn't really line up that well with this one. I feel like these hands are like so close. Yeah, this might be one of those games where like the longer it goes, the worse it gets for me. Oh. We won this game. I might as well wrap this one up and save time, honestly. Alright. They might have a, yeah. Yeah, they could have a solitude here, I guess. Alright. I'm perfectly content to spend time here. It's 3 minutes more on the clock. Winning by a lot. Do I care to? I guess not. I say I don't know if I care to like exile that or not. Seems better to just leave up the prismatic ending. Maybe I'm being too conservative. It's Teferi, I don't know yet.
Take a woman breath in, out in, man, to me to death. And put your hands all the way
God damn, dude. I literally just want to fucking draw my combo. What's wrong, buddy? Mama lock you out? Holy shit. One, two, three.
Every night I cannot help wondering where you at, who you wish should I have
As
stayed.
soon as they see this prismatic, or excuse me, this Indomitable creature, they're gonna forfeit.
It's content when infatuation fades. You and I, we were such a mess, full of wild tenderness. You and I, we made such a mess, but there is nothing like us.
I mean, I don't know, like, Flusterstorm was kind of medium there. It did counter, like, it looked good because it countered, their 2-mana cantrip that they play that, you know, obviously draws them a bunch of cards. Maybe it's still okay. Yeah, I'll just run it back, fuck it. I gotta think too hard about this one. I will say a lot of these counter spells get a lot worse with Teferi in play. Pretty imperative that we don't let that happen. They're playing 80 cards, obviously. Chance of drawing Teferi. So let me in, mama. Why am I out here? Real grindy game. Baba, you're in the room. Secrets are unlocked.
Every time, everywhere, I don't know where we go.
Like this is a pretty obvious counterspell. We do have 2 Teferis. Well, this one's kind of lasting a while. You're supposed to. The little bad kid. This is my last game. Yeah, this is where Flusterstorm kind of looks awkward. It's a lot of man right now and not a lot of targets. We're close to hard casting an Archon of Cruelty, so that's good. Game overall is extremely awkward. Our opponent seems to have kind of caught up to us on time. now? Fury. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I'm supposed to keep Fire and Ice in this matchup, to be completely honest. Probably just keep Jace. The counter spells look really weak and awkward now. Like, if we get Jace on a board like this, great shape. So yeah, definitely learn from my mistakes if you do end up playing this through and you find yourself in an early matchup like opposing fairies. And maybe just consider keeping Jace the Mind Sculptor. Else, at least to some. I think I can get them. So guess not.
De luar, a brisa vem do mar. Eu no teu olhar, uma estrela no céu. Sinto teu desejo a querer o teu beijo. E na rua uma lua de mel, de mel. Danço a rolar roquinho, tcha tcha tcha. Sou estrela no céu. Vem tocar meu corpo sensual.
Alright, next turn we can hardcast an Archon.
Danço a rolar roquinho, tcha tcha tcha. Sou estrela no céu. Vem tocar meu corpo sensual. Quero ouvir você chamar.
Damn, son, these bitches want some. Hey, Freddy, can I, no, bitch, you fucking dumb. Damn, son, these bitches want some. Hey, Freddy, can I, no, bitch, you fucking
Who I think will get banned? I personally think and want them to ban the companion mechanic altogether for constructed formats that are not Commander. That's what I hope and want to get banned. That's what I hope, Sam. Luris for sure is going. But in terms of what like it will actually happen, I have no idea. You know, like I don't even think WotC really knows or understands what's going on. You know what I mean? But that's what I hope for, because I talked about it earlier, and unfortunately we're kind of winding down the stream. But like, I think that the companion mechanic as a whole was way too ambitious for Magic. And I think that it is one that has been a detriment to the game ever since its inception. Now, in terms of if I'm right or I'm wrong, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. But I just feel like I think that it was too ambitious, and I don't think they didn't make a big change like that in Magic for so long. You know what I mean? It's like you had Planeswalkers, and you know, what did they do? Like, they printed more Planeswalkers because they had to, right? So they printed more Planeswalkers because they had to, which is fine. Everybody reconciled with the fact that Planeswalkers were super strong. But that's what's going to happen with companions. If we continue down this path, they're going to have to keep printing more companions. And WotC has already shown that they can't print cards without them being overpowered, especially cards that are inherently overpowered to begin with. So those companions are just going to continue to rule the format. So if you ban Luris, you're just putting a band-aid on a long-term problem. And they've already shown that they are not afraid to errata or change how companion the mechanic works. Because as far as I'm aware, this is the first time they've ever errated a card with companions. Never have they ever printed a card and then later been like, oh, actually, that ink on the card is wrong. It actually does something else. They did that with companions for the first time, and I might be wrong, but for the first time, that should have already raised a bunch of red flags. People, I don't know. A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of people think that that's not the case and that they should just ban Luris and all the other companions are fine. But I'm telling you 100% right now, if you ban Luris, all that's going to happen is Yorion decks are going to dominate, because just what the empirical data shows. We're looking at it from a data standpoint. That is what is going to happen, because companion decks win more than non-companion. That happened. I will miss Luris. I think a part of everyone will, because Luris for Modern somewhat encouraged fair play. I mean, Hammer Time is a little egregious, especially when they turn one. When they turn two, kill you, it's a little annoying, but overall, I think it's just better for the format, and we can get back to playing things like Jund with Bloodbraid Elf. And I mean, I don't know. People will still probably play similar configurations to like Luris decks. Like Jund Sagas will still be good. Hammer Time will be less consistent. Here's the thing, though. I want them to ban Companion, the mechanic. I don't want them to ban the companions, because like those cards are still playable. Like, you want to play with Luris in your deck, then all you have to do is make room for it, like you would normally. You know what I mean? If they don't ban Luris, I'll play USA Prowess. Yeah, that deck is really fucking good, man. I gotta say, like, there hasn't really been a deck that has really functioned for me like that. I mean, I picked that deck up and immediately 5-0'd a league with it. I like copy pasted a list, and I'm not saying like it's the hardest deck in the world to play or anything like that, but it felt very good. It felt better than Murktide. Like, I felt like I had answers. Like, Prismatic ending in a Prowess deck is wild. is wild. And the fact that you can restock after running your opponent out of resources because they're struggling to stay alive, you can restock up with Larissa is ridiculous. I mean, that's why that absurd, obviously, among many other reasons. Yeah, that deck was absurd. It was fun too. I don't know if it'll show up in the 5-0 dump. But I can pull it up. This deck showed up. The one I 6 and 2'd with over the week, but Prowess deck didn't show up. Let's see. It's this one, basically. I mean, this guy has been playing this deck for a long time. You have the list already. Been on red white prowess and 4 color matches rough, but I think counterspell upwards. No, man, I play anything. You know that. I mean, if you look at my finishes, like if you look at my results, like I have a wide array of mono red, Crabvine, Eldrazi aggro, which is also mono red, Jund, combos, mid range, Azorius control. Like I'll play anything, man. But I will say that overall, like I think I lean more towards creature decks. I think I have more fun when I'm attacking creatures. I don't enjoy sitting back and not doing anything unless I have planeswalkers involved. Like the Oko meta was like where I was excited to play control, and only because like you could just jam Oko in any control deck playing Astrolabe. You're just like, yeah, I'm a control deck now. I just play counter spells and Oko. Control and combo? I don't know. Maybe that's just like our experience together, but I feel like I am not a control player unless I have to be. But I have played my fair share of control decks, but I will literally play anything. I will play blue-white, win-con list control, and I will play mono-red goblins. I don't care. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I pretty much wanted to just do the league, and it actually lasted longer than I thought it would. I'm pretty much over my time at this point, but thanks for swinging by, Sam. I appreciate it, man. It was good talking with you. And for those of you who are watching from the VODs, be sure to check out my Discord. If you guys haven't joined it already, it's a cool place for people to hang out, share memes, food, games, not just Magic, you name it. We are a pretty laid back and chill community, so you can find that link on my Twitch, you can find it on my Facebook, Twitter, pretty much everything. I think it's even on my YouTube. And yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by the stream, and I will be on tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Same dealio. How did you like the red Pioneer deck? I was thinking of building it in paper. Very good. It was easy to just pick up and jam. It was very good. I think I honestly was double queuing, and I was just doing better in the Pioneer thing. So that's what I picked. I liked it. I don't like the dwarf. I don't like the 4-mana Torbjorn. Torbjorn is like Overwatch. Fuck am I didn't like the 4-mana guy. I like Chandra instead. But overall, I mean, this is the list that won like the challenge a couple weeks ago. So, or like maybe it was a week. But yeah, I would recommend it. The other deck I would probably recommend is this deck, Enigmatic Incarnation. I love this. Oh boy, I love this deck. You want to talk about a fun deck to play? It's so fun, and there's no Teferi. There's no 3-mana Teferi, so like nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you from playing this card. It's so dumb. I wouldn't mind seeing like a Lurrus in this deck or something, but Renegade Rallier is probably just better. There's a bunch of cards you can play. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah. If I were to build a deck in Pioneer, like in paper, this is what it would be. I would just have too much. But if they ban the companion mechanic, then this deck is significantly less good. Like, immensely. That's fair. I think both of those are good options, man. Human deck has a lot of staying power too, and so does Mono Red. I think they'll both be staples for a long time. But I gotta get off. I can hear Desiree yawning behind me. The cue, audible cue. But I'll see you later, man. And for those of you who stopped by, thank you guys, and I'll check you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Maybe we'll play some Pioneer.